about investing in Chanel makeup, maybe you're thinking about revamping your makeup kit, updating your makeup routine, or just upgrading your makeup in general, and you've been thinking about investing in Chanel makeup. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all of the products that I've purchased from Chanel and that I recommend. I'm going to be sharing today the part 1, which covers everything from complexion, so anything from foundations, bronzers, and highlighters. And then the second part of this video, I'll be sharing with you everything about eyes, eyeshadows, and everything about the lips, lipsticks, and lip liners, and so on. If you're new here, my name is Linda. Welcome to my channel. I am passionate about skincare, makeup, hair care, everything about beauty. And I love sharing with you all of my favorites, my experience using all these products. I love doing makeup tutorials or product reviews, honest product reviews, where I share with you my experience and my honest opinion about these products, because I want to be able to help you navigate this crazy, overwhelming world of beauty with ease and also in a realistic way. So, with that said, if you enjoy luxury makeup like I do, please consider subscribing to my channel, and also don't forget to subscribe me over on Instagram, because I share there a little bit more of my day-to-day life. I share with you my workout routines, also the things I eat, and so on. Down below, all the products that I will be mentioning in the video will be listed in the description box, and there will also be links which are affiliated. And if you do decide to purchase any of the products mentioned in this video through my affiliated links, that will generate a small commission, and that will help support my channel so that I can keep on sharing the things that I love with you and that you also love. So without further ado, let's start the video. So I got my notes here on this iPad, and I'm going to be sharing with you all of the products that I have used. So first category is going to be foundations, and Chanel has a variety of different kind of foundations, and I have tried a few of them. So I'm going to be sharing that with you. I'm going to be sharing with you those that I have personally used and that I like, because there's so many other products from Chanel that I have not tried. They have way too many products that I have not tried, and I cannot possibly try them all. And I don't think everything is necessarily good. It's not necessarily bad, but maybe it's not good for me. The first foundation that I want to share with you, I actually don't have it anymore, but I'll show a picture of it, which is the Tint Ultrawear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation. And this product is described on the website as a liquid foundation that controls shine and evens out the look of skin with a luminous matte finish. The moisturizing, sweat-proof formula lets the complexion breathe and ensures flawless wear for up to 24 hours. The sensorial texture seamlessly blends into the skin and keeps it feeling comfortable all day, and makeup looks stay put for up to 24 hours. So this foundation, I used it and I finished it maybe, I want to say, a year or two ago, and I really enjoyed that foundation. It is definitely a foundation that is more for normal to oily skin because of that matte finish, that matte luminous finish. So it's not like completely flat matte, and it's so beautiful. And I think it definitely is that kind of foundation that controls the oils, so it definitely stays put all day, and it has more like a velvety finish. It definitely, the skin just feels like velvet. It's a really beautiful foundation. I really enjoyed it. I definitely think it is one that is better for normal to oily skin. However, if you have dry skin but you enjoy a more matte finish, I think that if you can just prep your skin really well, and then you can get away with using this foundation as well. It's a beautiful foundation. The color from Chanel, especially the colors, the tones that they have, which, by the way, I am B20 in all of Chanel foundation, B20. The shades just work really well with my skin somehow. Perfect skin tone for me. It just meshes with my skin tone, and it looks like I have nothing on. So the Tint Ultrawear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation is amazing. I really love it. I would definitely repurchase it, and I definitely recommend that one again for normal to oily skin. And I definitely have in the channel some videos where you might see me applying. They're probably older videos, but if I can, I'll try and link them below if you want to watch those videos where you can see me applying that foundation, because I don't have it anymore. So I can't really show you proper B-roll of me applying it, but maybe I can take it from those other videos, or I'll just link them down below and you can have a look. The next foundation, which I do currently have, is called the Chanel Le Beige Eau de Water Fresh Tint. This foundation is described as a light to medium coverage foundation with a gel texture and pigmented micro droplets that create a radiant bare skin effect and healthy looking glow. I remember when this came out, I was on a kick of, I just wanted to have the most natural makeup. I really wanted my skin to look like skin. There was nothing on it. And this is exactly that. This is very lightweight, and I'm going to share it with you. It's very expensive, but for you, I'm gonna share it with you. So it has this micro droplets that when you put it on your skin, they break, and then they start mixing with your skin tone, and it has very minimal coverage, but it still has some. It has enough to maybe make your skin look a little bit more uniform, and it just has a very fresh look to the skin. It really doesn't cover much at all, but it does make the skin look more beautiful. It does something, a je ne sais quoi, that it just really makes the skin look so beautiful. You can use it alone, of course, like your foundation, but you can also wear underneath if you want to use it more like a primer. But it's absolutely beautiful. All skins can use it. It's very lightweight, but because of that gel texture, it feels very hydrating at the same time. But again, it's something that doesn't have much coverage at all. It's very minimalist for people who perhaps have nearly perfect skin, or if you just like that look of something, if you just like that look of barely anything on the skin, and then you might enjoy this foundation, the Water Fresh Tint from Chanel. It's beautiful. I think I'm gonna definitely use it. I'm seeing it on the hand, and it's been a while since I've used it, and actually I can see, let me blend it properly, I can see that, look how beautiful it is. You see, it's not glowy, it's not dewy, it just looks very natural. All the foundations from Chanel, neither of them look like they're overly dewy or way too matte. They all tend to look very natural, like skin, and that is something that I definitely appreciate. But look at that, it's actually very beautiful, this foundation. I'm looking forward to using this a little bit more now in the summer. I'll probably just have to use a lot of concealer to, cover any dark spots, because this will definitely not cover that. All right, the next foundation that I want to share with you from Chanel is one of my favorites. Spoiler alert. It's one of my absolute favorite foundations. And this is the Chanel, the Numero 1 de Chanel Revitalizing Foundation. This is stunning foundation. So this is described as a buildable foundation with a luminous finish enriched with red camellia oil and moisturizing ingredients. The formula softens the skin and helps protect against environmental aggressors. The complexion appears plump and naturally more beautiful day after day. Skin takes on a youthful glow. So this is the foundation, and this is, I think it's my favorite foundation of all time. Bear in mind, within what I've tried, because I haven't tried all the foundations out there. I don't think I could ever do. But this foundation, I absolutely love it. This is a foundation that is just very lightweight. It's like skincare. This whole range of the Numero 1, it's infused with the red camellia oil, and they are more using natural derived ingredients, and they look to be more sustainable, environmentally friendly with their packaging, to reduce their carbon footprint and so on. Packaging is exquisite, very simple, beautiful. And this foundation though, I'm gonna put a little bit here, and actually this one is almost done, and I'm just keeping it because I want to show you this foundation. And it's such a beautiful foundation. It's very lightweight, but it definitely has that medium buildable coverage that it really just makes your skin look very uniform. It really does make it look very uniform, just very polished and beautiful, very natural. The other thing I love about this foundation is that it's very moisturizing. It's not glowy, but it just makes the skin feel very comfortable. So if you are in dry environments, this foundation will sit beautiful on your skin without it looking cakey or dry or anything of the sorts. But if you are in a humid environment, it will also not get dewy or too oily at all. This foundation is just so beautiful. I like how the skin looks like skin when you use it, but it still gives you enough coverage. And the other thing that I feel that is amazing about this foundation is that it just wears so beautifully throughout the day. Somehow, when you get to the evening, the skin just looks even better than how it looks when you first applied it. This is how I feel this foundation looks. Now, I received a comment of someone in saying that this is a bit too expensive, that they prefer the NARS light reflecting foundation, I believe they said. And I've never tried that foundation, so I would not know if it's comparable to this one. However, I feel that if you're someone who just want to have a few nice products in your makeup collection, and maybe you probably have more than one foundation if you're watching this channel, and you have this one amongst it, listen, this is gonna make you feel happy when you use it. It's gonna look beautiful on your skin. It's got skincare ingredients. It's gonna wear all day beautifully. I'm sure the NARS one is also good, but if you prefer Chanel, because like me, you are a big fan of Chanel, this is a beautiful foundation. So that's what I think. Now, the following foundation, I have actually not purchased the full size, but I have tried several samples of this foundation, which is the classic foundation called the Beiges Healthy Glow Foundation, which is a hydrating foundation and long wearing foundation. So I have here this tiny sample, and this is the one that I'm actually wearing today. And this is a classic foundation, and it's described as a light to medium coverage foundation that infuses skin with the radiance of a day spent in the great outdoors. The liquid formula lasts up to 12 hours and features a weightless, silky texture and luminous finish for healthy looking glow. So this is what I'm wearing today, and this is one of Chanel's most sold foundations, I believe. So many people love this foundation. I actually really like it. It's a very lightweight foundation. I'm putting a tad bit here so I can show you. It's a very lightweight foundation, and it definitely doesn't have so much coverage, but it does, again, just makes the skin look a little bit more uniform. It just makes the skin look a little bit more polished, and it does have a little bit more of that glowiness, but it's a natural glow. You see how that sank into the skin, and it's not oily, it's not dewy, but it's not matte. It just makes the skin look fresh and natural. That's what it does. I really like this foundation. I don't know if I would buy this one for summer, although I'm sure you can see it's not greasy at all. It just sets in the skin, and I've been wearing it now and it's not greasy at all. But I definitely feel like it's one that, because it's a little bit more glowy, I prefer that kind of finish more for the winter than for the summer. Because of the summer, sometimes it can be humid. I prefer something that is maybe a little bit leaning more towards matte. But this foundation is beautiful. This is one that you can use for every day if you just want something that looks very natural, minimal and fresh, that just makes your skin look like skin. This is a great one. The Beige is a classic one. So many people love it. So many people can use it if you have oily skin, but I think if you have oily skin, you definitely want to use maybe a mattifying primer and use powder just in case, so it doesn't get too oily. But it's a lovely foundation. And one last foundation that I want to mention from Chanel that I sampled it years ago, but I am kind of intrigued to try it again, because I remember this was a very good foundation that so many people liked back a few years ago. I just haven't heard much people talking about it, but I am wanting to try it. That is the Chanel Ultra Le Tint Velvet Ultra Light and Long Wearing Formula, which is supposed to be more of a matte formula. So it's described as a long wearing foundation that creates an even looking complexion and offers a velvet matte makeup look. The ultra lightweight texture blends seamlessly with the skin for a flawless result. This soft emulsion is suitable for normal and combination skin types. So I would like to try that foundation for the summer, especially when you're traveling, you're in these more humid places. I think it would be a great one for that because it's very lightweight, but it also does have a little bit more coverage. It's mattifying, it controls the oils. And also I think the packaging, I feel like it's really nice, and it seems like it's very small, compact, and that it's easy to travel with. I know that's a bit silly, but you're paying a lot of money. You want to get nice packaging. So that is another foundation from Chanel, which I would like to try. However, I feel like they might be discontinuing it or reformulating it because I don't see it available everywhere on the website. At least the American website, I think that they don't have so many shades. They have about 10 shades now. And I think they definitely have more. I think in Europe, here in London, I think they have the whole range of shades, but I don't know. If you've tried it, let me know what you think, because I know I tried it a few years ago, a sample, and I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. So that's why I think I would like to get that one, especially for the summer. All right, let's move on to liquid Illuminator. I'm talking about liquid Illuminator, and I will say that I have not tried any of Chanel's primers. I do want to try them. I just haven't had a chance. But now I'm going to go into liquid Illuminator. And Chanel has this product, which is called the Le Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighter. And this is in the color Sun Kissed. And they also have one that's like this rosy, pearly color. And in the airport, I saw they had a version, like this iridescent one. But this is the classic sun-kissed one. I love this product. So this is described as a liquid highlighter that enhances the complexion with a sheer, subtly sun-kissed effect. The lightweight formula melts into the skin, keeping it comfortable and radiant for up to 8 hours. Instantly, the complexion looks more luminous. So this is a beautiful highlighter. I'm also wearing it today underneath. And you can see my skin doesn't look greasy at all. It does just look luminous and pretty, and I'll show you at the back of my hand. I'll show you what it looks like. So it is definitely like this gel texture, and this product is really, how beautiful that is. This is really pretty for mixing with the foundation. Let's say you want something a little bit more luminous. I can also do this with it. You can mix it with the foundation. You can apply it to the high points of your cheek, although I did that today. And I will warn you that maybe you want to use it before you apply your blush. You want to use it underneath, and then it will give you that glowing from within. But this is so beautiful. You see how it melted into the skin? It doesn't leave a tacky finish at all. It has these small golden particles that it just meshes with the skin. It doesn't look like you have any glitter or anything. It just meshes with the skin, and it gives the most beautiful glow that I just really love. And that's how I love to use it. I love to use it on the high points of my cheeks, but also I like to use it underneath the foundation. It gives beautiful glow, or mixed with the foundation. Let's say you're using a more matte formula and you want to just make it look a little bit more glowy. You can mix this in, and it's absolutely beautiful. Now let's talk about bronzer, and this is a classic product from Chanel. I think it's one of the most sold products, and this is the Le Beige Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. This is described as a unique lightweight cream gel bronzer with a delicate velvet matte finish that gives skin a sun-kissed glow. So this is by the way, my second pot of this, and you see how big this is? It takes a while to get through this. Of course, if you're using it every day, you'll definitely finish it within a year at least. And this one, it's nearly done. But of course, because I use other products, this one has lasted me a little bit longer. But this is one of the first of its kind. I think Chanel was the first people to come out with a cream bronzer. And what is interesting about this cream bronzer is that it goes on and turns into a powder, and it just gives the most beautiful warmth to the skin. It also has these little tiny, almost like tiny golden particles. You can barely see them, and it doesn't leave the skin luminous or anything, but it does have almost sheerness that makes the skin just look so beautiful. It's a classic product. I absolutely love it. And I love that it is like a gel to powder, cream to gel to powder. I think that's how it's described. That it just sits on the skin beautifully and it goes on bare skin. Let's say you don't want to wear too much foundation, but you just want to warm up your complexion. You're feeling like your skin looks beautiful and you just want to warm up your complexion. This goes on bare skin so beautifully, and it goes on top of foundation as well. Absolutely beautiful. It's a classic product. They are now available. I think that you only used to have 2 shades, and now they're available in 3 or 4 shades now. They've expanded it a little bit because it adapts to the skin color. It gives just a little bit of warmth. It's very natural looking. I know maybe they should have more colors to choose from, but generally in these kind of products, bronzers, they usually have 3 to 4, maybe 6 top shades. So this is a classic, and I think I need to buy another one. They used to have a travel size one, which I think is perfect because this one for day-to-day use is great, but sometimes for traveling you don't want to take something that's this big. But it's a great product. Absolutely love it. I've tried others and I still like this one the best. Now let's talk about blush. Chanel has a variety of different blushes, to liquid blushes, to stick blushes, to powder blushes. Now I think they now have this new, I think it's like a cream to powder blush, but I have 2 products from them. The first blush that I have from Chanel is again from the Numero de Chanel, and this is the Numero de Chanel Lip and Cheek Balm. I have 2 colors here. First is, this one is Lively Rosewood. Sorry, this is Wake Me Up Pink, which is basically finished, but I really wanted to show you because it's this beautiful coral peach color. It's basically done. And this is Lively Rosewood. So again, all the products will be listed down below and the colors as well. So this product, which is a lip and cheek balm, is described as a multi-use lip and cheek balm enriched with red camellia oil. The nourishing battery formula melts into the skin while adding a touch of color. Lips appear vibrant and plump. So I absolutely love these lip and cheek balms because they're beautiful. They're just so beautiful. The way they go onto the cheek, they have plenty of pigment. So you be mindful when you use this. They have a good amount of pigment, which is unusual for a Chanel product. They usually tend to be very sheer, but this has a really good amount of pigment and it's so beautiful on the cheeks. It just looks like you're flushing real. All of the shades have this color that is very adaptable. They look very natural. They look very healthy on the skin. It gives like this beautiful glow. It's slightly tacky when you apply it, but if you put on a powder blush on top, will be fine. Or if you don't mind that slightly, it's very slightly tacky, very slightly, ever so slightly. Nothing that your hair is going to be like glued to your face. Nothing at all. But it's so beautiful. The way that you apply it, it blends so easily. And if you're that kind of person that you're a minimalist and you just want a little flush of color and you want to apply it, tap it on your lips, it's an amazing product. I am not that minimalist, but I do love that I can use it on my lips and tap it in, and it will give me a little bit of that balmy texture, provide me with a little bit of a color as well. On the lips, this color, Lively Rosewood on the lips, just looks so beautiful. It just brings out the natural pigment of your lips, but also when you put it on the cheeks, it just looks absolutely stunning. And I love carrying this, especially when you go to the beach and you don't really want to wear too much makeup, but you want to have something while you're there to touch up and put a little bit on your lips and then put a lip gloss on top, a little bit on your cheeks. This is so beautiful. Again, you can also wear this on bare skin. It looks beautiful. In fact, when I don't want to wear too much makeup, this is what I put on. I put a little bit of this on my cheeks just to make me look fresh and awake. This is absolutely beautiful. All right, the other blush that I have from Chanel is the Joues Contrast Powder Blush. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's this kind of blush. And I have the color 82 Reflex. It's this beautiful peachy corally color, and these are described as a soft silky powder blush that enhances the complexion with a touch of color and radiance. The ultra-fine texture glides on easily, offering buildable coverage for customizable results. The convenient on-the-go compact includes a deluxe brush for easy touch-ups during the day. I don't really use this blush too much, although I feel like it feels like natural fibers. I think I might have used it just like in a pinch, I think, because this is not very practical, these brushes, but I just can't bear to throw them out. You never know when you might find yourself in a pinch and you need to use them. So this blush, it also has a bit of a scent, it's beautiful. This blush is one of my first blushes from Chanel, and I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful. This is the kind of product that is such an epitome of Chanel products, because if you are that kind of person who you feel afraid of overdoing your makeup, Chanel is the kind of brand that is idiot proof, that no matter how much you put on, it will never look like you're wearing too much. It will just blend in with the skin and look absolutely beautiful. And these powder blushes are like that. They have, the colors are very sheer, but very silky and soft, and they have a very luminous effect. They're just so beautiful. This one is this beautiful peach. I don't know if it's coming off properly on the camera. Let me see. So now I'll show you. So this is the blush. It's very sheer, the pigment is very soft, and it also has almost, again, these golden particles. I love anything that has golden particles. I love that, and it's very sheer, and it just gives you the most beautiful flush. So I have it on top of the lip and cheek balm. I have it on top, and it has this beautiful sheer finish to the skin. Again, these are perfect for people who maybe you don't see well, and you just want to apply your blush without worrying that you're going to overdo it and look like a clown. This is great for that. It's perfect because no matter how much you put on, you'll never overdo it. So these are absolutely beautiful. Again, now Chanel has these new formulas. I haven't tried them. I feel like the colors are a little bit too dark for me, but I don't know. They might look beautiful on the skin. So we shall see if I try those. But these are beautiful. Let's move on with finishing powder or loose powder. And Chanel has the Chanel Poudre Universal Libre Natural Finish Loose Powder. I'm saying the full name because I have it all written here. So natural finish loose powder. So it looks like this. This is a huge pot. This will last you forever. It has 30 grams of product. It's a lot. So I've had this for nearly 2 years, and now over 2 years, I think, and it is about to finish now. It has just a little bit left. I literally just used it today for this video, and this is a beautiful finishing powder. Amazing. Let's see. It's described as an ultra soft loose powder that provides sheer lightweight coverage, helps to even skin tone, and perfects makeup for a natural matte finish. It definitely does do that. So I apply it in the center of my face, and it definitely does mattify without looking heavy. You definitely want to go light-handed with this product because then it can look cakey. But if you use very little of this product, you can set the under eyes and you can set the T-zone, and will blur and mattify this area. It's very lightweight. It's beautiful. So I use the color 20. There is also the white one, which is for all skin colors. But if you want a little bit of a color, which I think is also really helpful, especially for under the eyes, so to disguise a little bit more, I think this one is really beautiful, and this lasts you forever. So yes, Chanel products can be very expensive, but some of them just last forever. This is more than 2 years. I've been using this for more than 2 years, and I still have a little bit left. So it is definitely something that you invest, but then you do get what you pay for, and it lasts a long time. And it's also very beautiful. It's very fine. You don't see it on the face. It doesn't look cakey or powdery at all. Again, you need to use very little of it, because if you do, sometimes it's happened to me that I put a little bit too much, and then you can see a little bit of the powder. But otherwise, if you use it sparingly, it sets the makeup in place all day, mattifies, and blurs the pores. Absolutely beautiful product. All right, let's go with the final product in this first part of my Chanel favorites. And this is the Poudre Luminaire, or highlighting powder. And the color that I have is the color number 30, Rosy Gold. So this is their classic highlighters, and they usually come up with these limited edition ones, but I decided to go for the classic one because it's easy to recommend. It's usually available all year around, and it's easy to find in stock. So this one is actually very beautiful. It comes with this brush, which actually I could use. You can see I've used it. I need to wash it. I use it a lot. So this is described as an illuminating face powder that captures and reflects light to leave a sheer radiant finish. The ultra fine cream powder texture is available in as dazzling golden shades that feature ivory, bronze, and rose tints. The handbag-friendly compact includes a deluxe brush applicator for convenient touch-ups. The brush, as I said, I do use it. I actually find it quite useful, and it's quite nice and soft. And this is the color that I have, is the rosy gold. I absolutely love this. Is just a beautiful highlighter. Definitely the texture is very nice and soft. It does feel like a cream, but look at that. It just leaves the most beautiful highlight, and it has these golden particles. Again, I love the golden particles. You can see this is what I'm wearing, but it's not like a heavy shimmer. It just is like these golden particles that just mesh with the skin, and then when the light hits the face, it just looks so beautiful. And I love using a highlighter because it just makes the cheeks look a little bit more youthful, more lifted. And I love this color from Chanel. It's actually very beautiful, very subtle. Again, this is the highlighter that you can apply a good amount of it, and it will never look like you are shining from here to the skies. It will just look still very natural, very soft, just very beautiful. It does just look very beautiful, uplifting. I love using highlighter, and you can also use it on the eyes if you don't like using too much eyeshadow. You can use this on the lids for a little bit of that nice little shimmer with, well, not shimmer, more like a little bit of a glow on the eyelids. It's absolutely beautiful, this highlighter. You will not go wrong with this highlighter from Chanel. So these were all of my favorite Chanel products for this first part of the video, which covers everything for complexion, like foundation, bronzer, highlighter, and so on. Stay tuned for the second part. If it's already available, I will put it in the end screen so you can watch the second part, which will be all about eye products, lip products. So stay tuned for that. And let me know if you've enjoyed this video, and if you are planning on purchasing any of these products, or if you have any of these products, if they are your favorites as well. I hope you have a lovely day. I'm sending you lots of love and lots of kisses. Ciao!